everyone. I am so excited to be announcing Determined to Shine's fall retreat. We had an amazing spring retreat in May in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and it was so much fun that I didn't want to wait another year to have one, especially because I know that so many of you wanted to come in the spring and couldn't, and some of you who were there in the spring said that you wanted me to do this again in 6 months, and surprise, I listened. So we are headed this October 20th through the 22nd to Tampa, Florida. And I think October in Florida is just the best time, especially if you're from a colder climate like me. Because it's just the right temperature to be outside and it's so beautiful. So I'm super excited about that. Our theme is Unleash Your Joy. And so we're going to be talking a lot about our joy and where joy comes from and how it's different than happiness and how to, discover that joy and attach it to it and unleash it and live in it. And then when you live in that joy, that you can really start to manifest your dreams and your life purpose. And we're going to go over a lot about life purpose and how you kind of get there and figure that out so you can really get to creating that life you want to live, which is what Determined to Shine is all about, right? Is taking all of that art and super fun stuff and getting to this place where we become more content and more excited and more in love with ourselves and our lives. So I'm super excited about our theme. A couple notes. So one of the things that's important to me is that when you sign up for the retreat, you do not end up with a super expensive supply list. I've been to several retreats where I register for the retreat and I've budgeted for the hotel and the meals and the flight, and then I get the supply list and it has like $300 worth of stuff on it. That does not happen at Determined to Shine retreats. For the most part, all of your supplies are included. I am going to ask you to bring a few basic things, but it's going to be like scissors and adhesive and a pen. There might be a couple more things, but you will not have an expensive supply list. The only reason I have you bring anything at all is just because I don't want to spend, $8 of your money to buy you a pair of scissors when you likely already have a pair that you love. And I'd rather spend that $8 on something else that's more fun. So we are going to be doing, all different projects. So if you were at the spring retreat, it'll be completely different, both in the lectures and stuff we talk about and in all of the art that we do. One of the things I'm super excited about is that for your journal for this retreat, you will be getting one of these disc-bound junk journals. And many of you have seen me use this. If you've taken my Be Your Own Inspiration class or my 30 Days of Art Journaling class, you know that this is my favorite style of journal. So there's pages made from maps and vintage books and, cereal boxes and all kinds of things. You will each be getting watercolor paper, sheet music. You'll each be getting your very own disc-bound journal. It will be customized for you. I'll be sending out a survey before the retreat that asks you about your favorite colors and your favorite cartoons and movies, and if you like music or science or old board games, anything you can think of. Your junk journal is going to be yours because this is going to be where we keep track of our joy. So I want it from the minute you open it to feel really joyful to you. So if you super love Disney, you might find pages from vintage Disney books. And if you don't, you won't find that. I have a huge collection of ephemera and pages from really old stuff to really new stuff, comic books and all kinds of fun things that I'm super excited. And I love that no one's book will look the same. We might have someone who has a super geeky fun book full of, Disney and The Simpsons and Archie comics and, old textbook pages. And then you might have someone else who's all sheet music and vintage angels and things like that. So it's going to be a mix and it's going to be for you. So your book will be for you and yours won't be like anyone else's at the retreat. And that's one of my favorite things I'm excited about. Anyone who went to the spring retreat can tell you that personalization is one of my favorite parts. Everybody's supply kit features their own favorite colors and things like that, because it's really important to me that you feel that this retreat is for you. And it's not just for, the first X number of people that sign up. I really, really believe that every spot at this retreat is meant for someone specific. And if you feel that pull from your heart that it's for you, then I encourage you to act on that, because there's just a lot of magic that happens when just the right amount of people are supposed to be there, and it's just the right people. And I'm so excited to create something for you, because it's just so magical. And if you're sitting there asking yourself, am I supposed to be there? Maybe it's yes. I don't want you to think like, oh, what if I'm not supposed to be there? Because that's probably not true. If you're feeling that pull, it just means that, you have to take that next step, to take the leap and make an investment in yourself. And I promise you this pays off. I have some photos and some stories on this retreat page from some of our spring attendees who can tell you that the stuff we go over and the things we make and the friends we meet, these last with us far, far after the retreat has ended. So, just keep that in mind. I do want to let you know that our spring retreat was completely full. So if you do want to come, I encourage you not to wait to register, because it would kind of break my heart if you are sure that you're supposed to be there and you can't make it because you didn't register fast enough. So I do expect that we will sell out again. So I just encourage you to jump on that. Looking at my notes here. Oh, something else fun that we're going to do that we did not do at our spring retreat, because we are in Tampa at the most beautiful hotel ever. Well, okay, there's a lot of beautiful hotels, but it's super gorgeous. It's on a wildlife estuary. There are boardwalk nature trails and views of the bay and a sunny beach and a fire pit. And so we will be doing some of our projects outside. We're still going to do, a lot of it in our room with the paint spread out and stuff. So and going outside is optional if that's not a thing for you, but we are going to be looking at ways to do art journaling and projects on the go. So you can have your little kit and your book and go out into, this gorgeousness of Tampa and soak in the sun and just kind of create from your heart. And I'm really excited to give everyone that experience, as well as, the massive social fun that we all have. So, I think is that all I have for you? I think so. I can't read the other note on here. So, I am super, super excited. I think we're going to have so much fun. I can't wait to meet some of you that I haven't met before and to reconnect with some of you that I have. And I hope that you will consider taking the leap and joining me in Florida in October. And if you have any questions, as always, please feel free to send me an email or a message on Facebook, and I will get back to you just as soon as I can. So sending lots of love, and I can't wait to see you in Florida.